Hello and welcome back to Star Borg. Now, my session was wonderful. It was a great kickstart into this campaign. We're going to be getting into the Legion's foil here in a few days, but I thought I'd go ahead and make another character for Star Borg, just illustrating the classes here. Let's go with the Bounty Hunter this time. So, with character creation, the first thing, as always, is rolling your bits and bobs. So, I'm going to do a d6 to see if I get bits. And I do. And then I'm going to roll 3d6 to see what bobs I start out with. They're going to be like our starting gear. That is awesome. Okay, some high rolls here. Let's go ahead and add those to my character sheet. And here we have our bounty hunter. It looks like no one in particular. Art by Oakham Arts. Check him out on Patreon. Let's go ahead and get to our bounty hunter here. It looks like we got a busted blaster rifle, scarf and leather jacket, which is also tier 1 armor, collapsible grav bike. I went ahead and spent his bits pre-game and gave him some grav lock manacles because that just seems so bounty hunter Mandalorian-esque. Let's give him a name. There is a nice list of names at the very last page. Anatu is this bounty hunter's name. Now, this is usually when you roll or pick your class, so let's go ahead and get into the bounty hunter. You've been from one end of the galaxy to the next, and you've seen a lot of things, caught a lot of bounties, blasted more to ashes. Legion, Rebel, gangsters, pirates, all their bits spin the same. It's a shame that you haven't gotten as many of those Rebel contracts. It's always easier to sleep at night after one of those. A nice little segue into playing this bounty hunter-esque character. We're all rebels here in this game, and each bounty hunter has a particular set of skills. So let's go ahead and get into who we're going to be. I like to allow people to pick and make their own character, but let's go ahead and roll and see what we get here. Armor. You never take off your helmet in front of anyone. Start with quantum armor. That is amazing. Our scarf is gone the way of the dodo already. We are going straight to tier 3 armor. Let's go. Now, let's go ahead and get to our heirloom weapon here. I'm going to go ahead and roll a d6 as well. A 1. We have a grapple whip. It can be used to climb and swing, test morale, to bind a creature in a retractable cable. Rebels roll with advantage to defend against attacks from the bound creature. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and add those to our character sheet, but not before we pick our soft spot. A bounty hunter's soft spot is something that reminds them of happier times. It's a nice little role-play nugget there for a player. It's somebody you just have to lend a helping hand to. So let's go ahead and see what our hunter's soft spot is. Helpless little creatures. Maybe they had a favored pet as a child, and imagining some small creature that reminds them of Fluffy in danger. They just can't help themselves but to save it. So let's get all this thrown onto our character sheet here. Here he is, but he is still missing a few key things here. Let's go ahead and get our abilities rolled. So 3d6 down the line, whatever skill I choose to put into my strength. With the hardened ability for the bounty hunters, they get a +2 to that. So let's see how strong he is. 3d6 down the line. Some decent rolls, especially with a +2 to one of these. I could see him getting a +2 to his strength, putting that 14 in there. If I put that 15 in strength, actually, he could be leaning into a +3 category, but we want him to be able to use those blasters, so we need something in presence there. Let's go ahead and roll his health. It's strength plus a d8 for his health. Full health here, guys. So whatever his strength ends up with, we are going to be adding 3 to it. So let's go ahead and put a +2 to his strength. We're going to put that 14 in here. We're going to give him +1. We're going to give the 15, boom, boom. We're going to give us a +2 on presence. An 8, that's a little low. We're going to have a -1. He's not the most knowledgeable, after all. And then the 7. That's quite bad, guys. He's going to be having... it's still only at -1. He's not going to be... the swiftest of bounty hunters, but he's got quantum armor, so he should be alright. He should be able to hold himself in the center of these battles, take hits from everywhere, kind of fend it off. He'll be alright. Don't worry about a Natu at all. Let's go ahead and give us a D2. I'm actually going to do it down here for his destiny points. 2. So he's going to be starting with 2 destiny points, and our character is done. Now what we can do is roll our rebel motivations. I've already selected a species for him. He is a flightless macrobat, because I just imagining one of those little things right here in Mandalorian gear, helmet, and like back bow blaster is hilarious to me. So that is what he is going to be. But let's see what his motivations are. This is a fuel for your game master if they ask for it. And let's go ahead and see what his is. So the mission location has the cold case files on what really happened to you all those years ago. This might be the only shot you have to getting answers to what you've been seeking. And I know what he's been seeking. He's been seeking what happened to Fluffy the Tribble he had as a boy. It's his soft spot with little helpless creatures. He had a little Tribble, and it was his best friend, and somebody took it. Something happened to it. Was it the Empire? Who knows? We're going to find out, and I'm sure Anatu will get to the bottom of it. But here is our bounty hunter, and you are ready to go play some Star Borg. Thank you guys for watching.